Good morning and welcome to the morning edition on Cyber Monday 2015 for Between Wall and Main. Join our Facebook group right here at facebook.com/group/Between Wall and Main. And you'll get updates and notifications. Our projected launch for the official project is April 16th, 2016. But in the meantime, I wanted to at least make a start at giving you an idea of what's going on in the world between Wall Street and Main Street. Wall Street level financial advice for Main Street small business. Cyber Monday is happening, and we're going to take a look at a bunch of things here. First of all, we're taking a look at the retail sector primarily. So we're going to be looking at stocks like Amazon, stocks like Alibaba, Apple, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, like them or not, eBay. And then we're going to take a look at some video games, right? Because video games are hot. If you look around at what people are buying, one of the biggest gifts at holiday times are video games. So let's take a look at GameStop and let's take a look at Nintendo. There are others, but I'd be recording for 2 hours going through every possible thing. So I'm hitting the high points. What I encourage you to do is go out there and do some Google searches and do some research. Go on Google Finance. Go on, if you have a TD Ameritrade account or anything like that, use that to do your research, find out what's going on in the market, especially as an accounting or bookkeeping professional, so that you can figure out how that might impact, especially your retail clients. We're also going to take a look at some indices that will give us some indications of what's going on in the real world as far as retail goes. Adobe has the Adobe Digital Index, which measures 80% of all online transactions from the top 100 U.S. retailers. You can follow them on Twitter at Adobe Index. And then there's Channel Advisor, which is a firm, and here's the Twitter account, of course, for Adobe Index. And Channel Advisor is a company that helps third parties sell on e-commerce sites. So again, following them and what's going on with them is a good indication of what kind of activity is going on, especially in the online retail world. So what does this all mean for you? Well, if you're an accounting or bookkeeping professional with clients in the retail sector, or if you're a business owner in the retail sector, it means taking a look at what's going on with our inventory, right? So I'm going to use QuickBooks desktop version as an example of what to do. You can take this concept and apply it anywhere. Now, a lot of us are still using desktop software when it comes to managing inventory because the cloud-based accounting software products don't really have the infrastructure to support any kind of real sophisticated inventory. That's changing. It's happening. You're starting to see it more and more. And of course, there are lots of add-on applications that can be used with Xero or QuickBooks Online such that you can actually manage inventory with every bit as much of the sophistication as you can here in a product like QuickBooks Desktop. But since this is where most people still are, this is what I'm going to show you. And if I get feedback from you by way of comments on posts that you have a lot of people trying to manage inventory with cloud-based accounting products, let me know, and I promise you I will cover how to do some of these same things in those products. So let's take a look in the reports area. We go to inventory, and there's two major reports that we want to look at. We want to look at the inventory valuation summary, right? And this gives us an idea of what we have on hand. And what's critical to consider is we have the asset value, which is what it is at our cost, and we have the retail value. Now, what I like to do with a report like this, and I'm not going to go this deep here, is I'll dump this into Excel and do a quick calculation to see if we sell all of our inventory and don't buy a single other item, what's the potential profit? And then you can start looking at the different products and see what are the chances we're going to sell through all of this inventory. Never mind the actual products in my example, just keep in mind the concept here that we want to take a look at what we're selling, what it is at cost, what it is at the retail value, how much of a discount we're going to be giving, perhaps based on promotions. And we want to analyze, we want to do this CFO level analysis to see what's going to happen if we sell through all our inventory. And then within that, look at what inventory do we realistically think we can sell through and what might be staying on the shelves. Now, to get an idea of what's staying on the shelves, we're going to run a different report, which is going to be, this was the valuation summary. Now we're going to go again to inventory, and we're going to run the inventory stock status by item. And what I want you to focus on is this last column here that shows up called sales per week, because this gives us an indication of what's selling. And you see all these zeros? that means these are things that are not selling. These are things we want to take a close look at and then go back and see what do we have on hand. If we have a lot on hand for things we're not selling, we have to consider, is this inventory taking up costly space on a shelf, which is also preventing us from putting other more saleable inventory on that shelf, and what should we do about it? That, my friends, is the kind of stuff I want you thinking about as we go into Cyber Monday today. This is November 30th, 2015, Cyber Monday 2015. As always, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and we'll see you tonight on the evening edition. Don't forget, Between Wall and Main on Facebook is where you can come right now to hang out with us and follow along and see what we're talking about right there.